Have you been noticing a few familiar faces missing from your favorite QVC shows lately? You're not the only one. With the recent retirements of big names like Mary Beth Rowe and quiet exits from hosts like Jennifer Coffey and Kirsten Lindquist, QVC viewers are buzzing with one big question: who might be next? Today, we're diving into the most talked about QVC hosts who fans believe could be leaving in 2025. Whether it's retirement rumors, noticeable absences, or just a shift in energy, we've gathered all the latest chatter, community posts, and fan theories to bring you the full picture. We're not saying anyone's confirmed to leave just yet, but the signs are there, and fans are watching closely. So let's break down the most likely candidates. You might be surprised at who's being talked about behind the scenes. First up, let's talk about Pat James Dementri, one of the longest tenured hosts in QVC history. Pat has been with the network for over 37 years. That's right, she joined all the way back in 1987, and she's been a consistent presence ever since. From fashion to home goods, Pat has hosted it all. But lately, fans have been raising eyebrows. Is Pat preparing for her next chapter? Now, she hasn't said anything directly. In fact, she's still actively hosting shows like Susan Graver Style and Sunday Your Way with Pat. And a March 2025 QVC blog even stated that Pat's departure has not yet been formally confirmed. Still, speculation continues. It all started picking up after the 2023 layoffs that impacted fellow veteran hosts Carolyn Gracie and Dan Hughes. Fans began wondering if they could go. Could Pat be next? Add to that her milestone birthday. Pat turned 60 recently, and in a candid video titled Getting Real, she opened up about what that meant to her personally. The tone was reflective, even emotional, and it led fans to wonder if she was beginning to think about what comes next. To be fair, she still seems passionate, polished, and fully engaged on air. But when someone has been part of your living room for over 3 decades, even the smallest shift sparks questions. Some fans have even commented that she looks different lately, only to realize it was a new hairstyle or wardrobe change. That's how closely people are watching her. Bottom line, Pat hasn't made an announcement, but fans are watching closely. Next up, Leah Williams. Her name comes up almost every time QVC fans start talking about possible retirements. Leah joined QVC in 1996. She's now in her 29th year with the network, and as of early 2025, she's 63 years old. But despite her long tenure, she's still very active, hosting shows, engaging with fans, and even launching her own curated fashion line. So where's the rumor coming from? Back in 2023, QVC made a few quiet changes to her signature show, AM Style. Some segments were altered, guest hosts were rotated in, and fans weren't having it. Social media lit up with comments like, "What's happening to Leah's show? Why change something that works?" It got people wondering, was QVC trying to phase her out? Then came a few breaks. Leah went on vacation. Totally normal, but fans panicked. Online forums filled with threads titled, "Where is Leah Williams?" That's how beloved she is, and how ready fans are to believe a departure might be around the corner. Leah herself has said she's not going anywhere. She replied to one fan on Facebook saying she has no plans to leave. She's also embraced social media more than ever, promoting new products, engaging with fans, and continuing to bring her signature warmth to every show. Still, that hasn't stopped the speculation. After almost 30 years, fans wonder if she'll follow Mary Beth Rowe's lead and choose 2025 to step away. Right now, she's showing no signs of slowing down, but her name stays near the top of every rumor list. Moving along to another familiar face, Jane Tracy. Jane is a true QVC original. She started with the network in the mid-'80s and has been a key host ever since. With more than 35 years under her belt, she's one of the few who could rival Mary Beth Rowe in longevity and viewer loyalty. When Mary Beth officially retired in March 2025, it stirred up immediate questions about Jane. Would she be next? The rumor mill kicked into high gear in late 2023 when Jane took a brief vacation with her family to Disney World. The timing was coincidental, right around the holidays. But that didn't stop fans from panicking. Some even thought she had quietly exited. But she came back, just as vibrant and lively as ever. And in early 2025, QVC reassured fans that Jane shows no signs of slowing down. She's still hosting regularly and continues to be a major presence on the network. Her personality is upbeat, her energy hasn't faded, and fans still love her storytelling. That said, Jane is in her early 60s. She's mentioned how much she cherishes her grandkids and family time. With her husband having worked at QVC and her daughter once part of the team behind the scenes, this isn't just a job, it's a family legacy. That could make it harder to step away. Or, conversely, make her feel like her story there is complete. Many fans think that when Jane does leave, she'll do it gracefully, with a big on-air celebration. But for now, she's still very much in the game. Another name flying a bit more under the radar, but very much in the conversation, is Jane Brown. Jane has been with QVC for over 20 years. She's known for her calming presence, her kind demeanor, and her expert knowledge in fashion and home segments. But lately, fans have noticed her absence during certain key shows, and the speculation began. In late 2024, Jane took some personal time around the holidays, which, again, is totally normal. But because a few new faces were rotating in during that time, some viewers assumed the worst. They thought she had quietly left the network. Spoiler alert, she didn't. Jane came back, smiling as always, and picked up right where she left off. Still, because she keeps a lower profile than some of her peers, fans are wondering if she might one day decide to step away without a big send-off. She's in her early 60s and close with fellow hosts like Pat and Leah, and with Mary Beth now retired, it's only natural that Jane might be thinking about her own timeline. But here's the interesting part. Jane has shown that she's more than willing to adapt. She's been part of QVC's TikTok content, short-form videos, and live streams. She's evolving with the brand, and that might just keep her around longer than some expect. Still, if she does choose to retire, fans think she'd do it in her signature style, modestly, gracefully, and probably without a lot of fanfare. So, what about some of the mid-career stars? Names like Sean Killinger and Amy Strand pop up in fan conversations, not because they're old-school hosts, but because they've built such strong personal brands that it's easy to imagine them pivoting to something new. Both are in their 40s, both have young families, and both have major roles on QVC today. There's no rumor or report suggesting either of them is leaving. In fact, they're still leading major shows and expanding their presence. But given the recent surprise exits of Jennifer Coffey and Kirsten Lindquist, both also in their 40s, viewers are more alert than ever to the possibility that career changes can happen at any age. And then there's David Venable, the king of QVC cuisine, the happy dancing host with a kitchen empire. Every time a big host leaves, fans start wondering, is David next? Fortunately, he's addressed this directly. After Mary Beth retired, David hopped on social media and said, and we quote, "I am not retiring." He made it clear he was just using up vacation days, and that he's not stepping away anytime soon. That was a huge relief for fans who adore his In the Kitchen with David show. He's still cooking, still dancing, and still very much the face of QVC's culinary brand. But even with David staying put, one thing is clear, QVC is evolving, and so is its host lineup. With the company focusing more on influencer-style content and celebrity partnerships, there's a sense that the era of long-tenured hosts might be winding down. Some may retire, others may transition into different roles, and a few may simply fade out as QVC reshapes its brand. So, what do you think? Will 2025 mark another wave of retirements? Will we say goodbye to more familiar faces like Pat, Leah, Jane, or Jane? Let us know in the comments who you think might be next to leave and who you're hoping sticks around. If you loved this deep dive into all the QVC host chatter, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and share this with your fellow QVC fans. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.